Hi there folks, Andrew Griffiths here. How are you? Now, many of you know I'm an author coach and I've worked with many people around the world to help them write their first book, sometimes their second book, sometimes their third book, and even people like Darren Finkelstein now, who's just published his fifth book. And teaching people to write books is actually something that I think I enjoy even more than writing books myself. Over that time, worked with thousands of people in reality, because not everyone has ultimately written a book, but I've spoken at events about book writing. I've had so many one-to-one conversations over the years, and I come up with this: what's the biggest challenge or the biggest obstacle that stops people from writing a book? And it is without doubt imposter syndrome. It's who am I to write a book? Now, if you're an author and you're watching this, I'm sure you'll agree. We have to overcome that. Now, I use this line: the only people that don't have imposter syndrome are the people who should. What I mean by that is really quite simply that if you have imposter syndrome, that's because you go, well, I don't want to write a book that's just going to be crap, like what's going to make my stuff any different? Have I got the right credibility, the right pedigree, the right whatever to be writing a book about anything? They're normal questions to ask. I've asked them all every single time I've written a book. Who the hell am I to write a book? I don't have any. When I wrote my first book on marketing, I didn't have any marketing qualifications. I just ran a little marketing business that I started. I'd have practical experience, but I didn't have a piece of paper. You think I had imposter syndrome? Mamma mia. All of a sudden people started saying, hey, you're the marketing guy, come and talk at a conference in Sydney, talk in Melbourne. I spent so long fearful that people are going to stand up and go, what the hell are you talking about? Who are you? You haven't even got a degree in marketing. How can you be telling us how to market our businesses? I felt imposter syndrome big time, and it was bloody exhausting, to be brutally honest. But what I realized as I started to get feedback from my readers, they would say things. My readers were very specific small business owners, trades and, corner store kind of businesses. They said, this book is fabulous. It's got 120 ideas that I can implement that won't take a lot of time, won't cost money, most of the time nothing, and they won't really require a whole lot of skills. I can literally apply an idea a week or an idea a day and make my business more profitable. It's the best marketing book I've ever read. Now, I had to hear that a few times before I believed it, but even my publishers, Allen & Unwin, one of the best publishers on the face of the planet, said to me, Andrew, your writing is horrendous, but your advice, your stories, your structure of your book here is so practical that we got to publish it. And even that, I didn't believe that. Yeah, sure. And it was never a real book. But once I started to get enough of that realization that this was actually good, my aha moment that helped me overcome my imposter syndrome was this. I never say I've got all the answers. I've never said I'm the marketing expert. I'm not. I said, hey, this is some marketing stuff that I've used with my clients that's worked. You might find that it works in your business. If you disagree, if you want the 4 Ps of marketing, if you want a 3-inch thick marketing strategy, I'm not your guy. I'm a street smart marketer, Sesame Street, some people might say. I'm a roll up your sleeves and do this. That was my moment. I don't have to have all the answers, but I have to have stuff that's worked for me that I'm sharing for you. And I'm pretty sure that that's what you've got. Stuff that's worked for you, stuff that you figured out, stuff that makes you different, stuff that makes you unique, okay, which is going to be of value to other people. One of the biggest things that stops people from writing their book is that. What's everyone going to say? What are my peers going to say? What's everyone else going to say? About you writing a book. When I wrote my first book on marketing, my peers at the time said, Andrew, you're a nice bloke, but who are you to write a book on marketing? And then after I'd written it, and I sent all of them a copy because that's the kind of guy I am, they all came back to me and said, oh, so basically I could have written it. And of course I said to them, yeah, but you didn't. That first book completely changed my life in every way because I had the courage to write it, because I overcame my imposter syndrome and believed in it. And that's what I want you to do. All right, folks, kick that imposter syndrome in the nuts. Take care. Bye-bye.